one's ready, that one's ready. I got some sparks, which I don't necessarily want. As long as it's not too many, you can probably survive it. Light, quick blows set the weld. I burned both those elements off because I stopped to mess with the camera and I forgot to turn the gas or the blower to the coal forge off, and that's a big mistake. Well, it's Sunday, and that should mean that it's time for Hook of the Week, but sometimes things don't go as well as you had planned, and sometimes you get distracted messing with cameras and you burn the parts off that were supposed to be on the ends of the hook that you were working on, and things just are no longer acceptable, and you just have to start all over again. And unfortunately, by starting all over, I just didn't have time today to not only finish the hook, I did finish the hook, but I didn't have time to get it all edited and uploaded and ready for you to watch first thing this morning. So I'm going to finish that up sometime this afternoon, this evening, and get it uploaded and ready for you to watch first thing tomorrow morning, which will be Monday. So Hook of the Week is going to be one day late. I apologize for that, but I thought I ought to stop in and let you know, since I know people kind of look forward to their Sunday morning hook video. But so today isn't a complete loss. Eric from Sweden sent me a couple of hooks, and I thought these were worth sharing. They appear to be simple J hooks, but they've got some elements that really make these hooks special. They're fairly basic in this profile, but you'll notice here that they're thick through here, kind of step down and step down again at the top, and I think that's really unique. He has taken the time to put a little dimple in here for the screw to go in, and we've looked at that technique before. In fact, the Hook of the Week that I'm doing will have a little dimple at the very top, right there. But in any case, I think that's a very nice technique. It makes for an interesting place for the screw hole, creates that little bulge. But what I really like are these three little chisel lines that he's put in here. Very simple decoration, but really take this hook from being just a plain ordinary hook to something really special. And of course, he's finished them very nicely. They're not just black and kind of cruddy from the forge. You can tell he's wire brushed them very well. And it looks like he may have clear coated them, but I can't be absolutely sure. In any case, they're very nice little elegant hooks. The only downside to these hooks is I'm not going to be able to hang them up in the shop because Janet wants to hang these in the house because she really likes them. So thank you, Eric, for making these hooks and sending them out, especially sending them out internationally. I know that always costs extra money for international shipping, so I really appreciate the gesture. But don't worry, Hook of the Week should be here tomorrow morning unless something really bad happens while I'm editing, and knock on wood, if I can find some wood, that everything will go smooth with the editing. It just means that I'm probably not going to stay up till 1 or 2 o'clock this morning trying to get it done, because then I do stupid things while I'm editing. And people say, well, how come there was a blank spot in the video for 2 minutes? Because I didn't notice it. So, anyways, but that's really all I've got. I just thought I would touch base and let you know that I did do a Hook of the Week. I just didn't get it edited, so you should see it tomorrow morning. Besides that, it's Mother's Day, so I'm going to make sure I find time this afternoon to call my mom before I worry about editing a video. So I hope you come back tomorrow for the exciting finale of the Hook of the Week series. In the meantime, I hope you have time to get out to your shop, but stay safe, wear your safety glasses. We'll see you for the next one.